Hello, it has been requested that I make a tutorial, so that's what I'm doing. Keep in mind I am still learning and all of this is not from a professional. I am self-taught, and so keep that in mind. I'll be covering 3 things today, which is character movements, background removal, and smooth transitions. If you want to know anything else, you can ask me. No guarantee I'll have an answer, though. This is for a really basic, simple animation that I do a lot. I will be using my IRLOC, and I personally like to put on screen rotation lock. You will want to decrease the height by 2, and then a third one on the smaller one. And then after you take a screenshot of that, you will then go and choose the pose that you want your character to move to. I will be using this one because, I don't know, it's random. And then you take that screenshot. And then from there, you put the height back to normal. And then take a screenshot again. You then want to go to CapCut and put it into a project. I had to retake a screenshot because for some reason it did not save. And so once you're in that, you will adjust the first one to whatever length you'd like it. And then you want to put the second one really short, a lot shorter, and that one kind of the same size as the previous one. And then it looks like this. You could also play with the speed and make the bounce animation a little bit faster. Don't mind me struggling with this here. Yeah. It looks better when it's a little slower, unless you're going for like a fast-paced video where you need it. Okay, that is a very simple one of that. If you want like a whole animation thing, then I can show you how I do that. Let's start off with eyes. We're gonna have to change to a different character because Rules does not have eyes that you can see. Don't mind me fixing his eyes. It was annoying me. Okay, so you're gonna want to go to your eyes and then you take down that y-axis by 2 and then take a screenshot. And you keep on doing that for a while. Let me just speed it up for you. This is only at 2 times speed, by the way. I have gotten used to screenshotting, so it does not take me a while. And you want to stop at 0.15 for the eye size before changing it to a closed eye. But you want to change that closed eye to be at 0.5 on the Y scale. Trust me on this, it works really well and is less screenshots than taking it from where you left off on your opened eye. That is it for going from opened to close. It works in reverse if you want to go from closed to open. It works well, just do the process in reverse. Now, of course, the results. I will be using the same project, but you want to throw all your screenshots into the project at the same time because it's just easier like that. Now, this next part is really annoying and it takes a lot of patience, especially if you're doing a big project where CapCut lags. So you want to move your things and then you want to smush them all together in like less than 0.1 second. This is very important to do, obviously, or you won't get an animation at all. It'll just be really snappy. And because I'm on mobile, it's really annoying because sometimes I click the add video or like picture, so it might get in your way. I will show all the animations, like I'll export it so that way you can see how they look at the end of the video. Next is a mouth animation. Because who doesn't want their character to look like this when they're talking?
Hopes to save a friendship with one who's a prisoner far from home. Odysseus.
Anyway, now this might seem complicated right now, but once you do it, it's not really that complicated. You want to decrease your y scale by 3, and you want to decrease your x scale by 2. And then you repeat that one more time. This next time, you just want to decrease your y scale. I'm going to slow this down so I can talk about it. You will get to 0.55, and you will want to decrease by 3, but don't decrease by 2 to get 0.45. So that way you can decrease by 3 for the final screenshot, which is going to be 0.3, because it looks the best in my opinion, and you don't have to go all the way down to 0, because that's a lot of screenshots. And before you ask, hey Chara, why don't you do a 3 there and then a 2 at the end? It's a personal preference. I personally like to end on decreasing by 3. It doesn't really matter, but personally I just like it better. Once you get to 0.3, then you change the mouth and then repeat the process, but in reverse. Now we put it into the project once again. Use the same timing as what I did with the eyes. And that's it for mouth, I guess. I'm gonna sneak an extra thing in here, and that is head movements. Now you may be thinking, Chara, we know what head movements are. Do you? Okay, so you know the basics, right? You move the head. And then you go here now, and you skewer it by 5, because you can't go by 1% each time, and then screenshot, and then repeat. I personally don't like self-promotion, but I will promote my friends. This was made by my friend Ash. They are amazing, and they make me art for my videos. Go check them out. I will probably tag them. Once you have got the head at the rotation that you want to, you just skewer it all back to 0. Trust the process. It doesn't look very good when it's skewered all the way, but it looks good in the end, I promise. Once again, OC made by Ash, and the OC before that was based off them. And then you, once again, put it in the project. See, it looks really good. Pun intended. Let's move on to green screening. I think I have one in here somewhere. What the hell? I'm gonna turn that down for you guys and just turn the volume off in the project, because that actually jump scared me. This is very simple, actually. You go to remove background, select chroma key, and then choose the color you want to get rid of. You're going to have to adjust the intensity. Most of the time, you don't want to go all the way, because then it does that. So just get it just right to where you can't see any of the green. And so play the video, see if the green is left over. If it's not, then you're good. If it is, then adjust it how you want it. And that's basically it. Here is my personal favorite, but also not my favorite part at the same time, transitions. This is why I put everything in the same project. You can click that little square thingy, and then you get these transitions, which are a bit like, I don't know how to explain it. They're really good. And you can also favorite them here and search for them. You favorite them by holding down on one of them, and it adds. You can get rid of it by holding down on it again. You can click on animations here, and you will get all of these. In, out, and combo. I'll show you the combo later. So there are a lot of the in and out ones. And then we can choose, let's do square mesh. Adjust it to how you like it. And then you go to the next one and go, it does this sometimes where it glitches out. So just take it off and put it as none. And then click in. My personal preference is to try to find the one that is matched up, but instead of going out, it's going in. But sometimes these are really hard to find, and because they're in different categories, they are ranked differently, because some people like the out version more than the in version, and vice versa. So if I can find it easily, I will put it on, but it's being difficult. Don't tell me I passed it. I passed it. I haven't used these before, so let's see how it looks. Not bad. I'll speed this up for you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you find this useful or have any more questions, please ask them in the comments. That way I can make another video of this, and that way I can help you guys be better at animating and editing and Gotcha and CapCut. Shout out to the person who requested this to be made. I do not remember the name off the top of my head, and I probably can't pronounce it. So, shout out to them. They're in the description. Did you think this was over? Bloopers time! I personally like to put my screen on screen orientation rock. Whee! Anyway, I got all you could want here, all you could need here. It doesn't really matter how many rotation, I don't know how many rotation thingy with. Okay, this is very simple actually. You go to the remove background option, select what? But don't until what? No, stop it. Sorry for not including some things that I said I'd add. That will be added in part 2 if this gets a part 2, if this is popular, I guess.